Alright, YouTube, got a request from a viewer on how I use my Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum 14 video editing software. It took me a while to get used to this program. It was a little tricky at first. I had to watch a number of videos, and granted, some of them out there are kind of tricky, don't necessarily explain it quite clearly. So in this video, I'm just going to keep things as simple as possible and give you the basics of what you need to know to edit your videos, and this is the way I edit all my videos. So to add something to the project, this is the screen that'll pop up whenever you open up the application. So just go into your computer, wherever you might keep your stuff that you want to put on here. So here I'm going to drag a song onto here as well as a video. This video has already been edited, it's just, to give you all a demonstration. So to put the video onto the project, drag it onto here and then take it and drag it onto this. Now you can have it start anywhere you want, but I'm just going to put it right at the very beginning. Okay, now there's that, and to add like song, music, whatever, just drag and drop it to the bottom section. So here we have the text and picture section where it'll show you those things that you add, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. Next we have the video portion, then the audio, and lastly the music section here. So let me look at my notes. Okay, so next I'll go into how to chop up, cut, edit, bits and pieces of the video out. A helpful way, if you want to be more precise and cut out a small section, you can just click and drag, and then right click on that, click zoom selection, and it'll zoom in on that part you just did. Also, you can go down to the scroll bar here and click one side of it and drag it out to make it bigger, or shrink it back in to make it smaller. So now on to cutting the video. As a side note, if you want the video and the video from the audio from the video to move together, there's this button right here that says lock envelopes to events. I don't think that was on whenever the application first opened. It was just a tip I got from another video. And so it comes on this ignore event grouping, which allows you to control them separately. But we'll just keep them locked together for now. Okay, so now how to cut. So let's say, I want to cut out this section of the video. Let's see, zoom selection. So actually that's a little too small. Okay, well, first thing you have to do is click on where you want the cut to start, right click, and then click this split right here. Okay, once you do that, you can drag the audio and video together away from each other and make a gap, and then from there you'd click on a second point, split again, and now you have this independent video and audio section which you can delete. And then what you do is you'd bring the video together and boom, you just cut a section out. And let's see what's next. Okay, adjusting audio. So you can delete clips of the audio, and let's say you want to cut out a part of your voice recording here and re-record it. You can do that just by how I showed you how to split it and then add the new part in here. But as far as volume control goes, over here to the left in this area, there's the volume decibel control where you can make the audio softer, which is helpful. For my vlog setup, it's a little sensitive, and so I have to tone the decibels down a little bit. But if you have some audio that's a little quiet, you can also give it a little boost. Same thing for the music. And if you have the music down here, along with the audio, it's going to play the music in the background as well as your audio. If you'd like it to play just the music, we'll just go ahead and go down here and take whatever audio out and it'll play just the music right here. Okay, and you can also control, like if you want it to be background music, you can control the decibels to make it quieter and, you know, have your voice be more prevalent in the video. But I hope that helps as far as audio and video trimming goes. Next thing I'll get into will be how to add text into your video. So let's say you're recording something and you'd like to add a note, or if there's something you forgot. I'm trying to find something in the video up here, but oh well. So what you do is you'd click where you'd want the text to be added, and you'd right click and put insert text media. Okay, this will pop up. Sample text will be here. You can go ahead and change the color just by clicking on this bar here. The scale will show you how big to make the text, but you can also click, you know, the corners, drag it out that way. You can also click on the center and move it around just like that. Next thing I usually like to do that's pretty helpful, going to outline and adding an outline, so you can control the outline width and also the color. Let's get some blue on that. Looks pretty cool, right? So after that, click X and it'll save. And with this text, you can control how long it shows up in the video. Of course, you can slide it to any part of the video after you make it. But let's say we want to keep it, you know, where we first clicked, but we don't want it to stay on the screen as long. We just click trim end video at the end and bring it in or lengthen it out, and that'll control how long it stays on the screen. Also, if you want to have just the text on the video, you'd take your split and line it up, and so now once it gets to here, it'll play just the text and the background will be black. Okay, there's how to add text. Now, as far as adding pictures go, it's pretty similar and the same concept applies. You'll click where you want it to be. Let's say right here. There's a picture I want to show that I'm talking about. I'll right click and put insert slideshow. Now I already had this picture put up from my last video, but if you wanted to add something else, you just click your files and select, you know, wherever you want, go in your computer and all that stuff. So I just have this one picture. You could probably add multiple, but whenever you're done making the little slideshow, you just click create and it'll show up on your time bar here. Same concept applies. You can, you know, stretch, make it shorter or longer, whatever it shows up on the video. And you can also crop. I've had to crop one picture, and that's just what shows up, you know, on the screen. So, you know, if you want the whole picture to show up, you can do this. But it looks like it's scaled, so, you know, it might be, you know, have some black bars out here, but if we wanted to get just the picture, you know, chop a little bit off the top and bottom, which should be okay. Alright, moving along pretty quick here. We've gone over video, audio, music, volume control, how to cut bits and pieces out, and how to add your text and pictures. Let's see. Now, if at any point in time you need to save your project and go away, you just click Control Save or Save up here. You can also just do Project Save As, and it'll save it as a file that's unrendered to your computer, to where you can just open back up and leave and start up where you left off. And so now this was kind of the confusing part. I didn't know how to render the video and make it, you know, into something that could be uploaded onto YouTube. So how you do that is just click the Make Movie selection right here. There's options to upload it straight to the internet. I've never done that. I personally just save it to my hard drive. Okay, give it a title, so I'll just put how to. And then what we'll do is we'll click MP4 and next, and then it'll start the render. Now, just to give you an idea, I've had like a 5 to 10 minute video take 1 to